Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pasye Matshabhiryajatra Sthirairangaihi Tushtuvagum Sastanubhihi Vyasema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhasravaha Swasti naha Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti nastarshyo Arishtanemihi Swasti no Bruhaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Om Agne Naya Supatharaye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasma Juhuranameno Bhuishtham Te Nama Bhuktim Vidhema Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mangani Vakpranaschakshuhu Srotramatho Balamindriyani cha sarvani Agnenaya supathadraye asman Vishwani deva vajunani vidvan Yuyodhyasmajjuhuranameno Bhuishtham te nama uktim vidhema Om Shanti 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 Om Abrahman Brahmano Brahmavachasi Jayatam Arashtre Rajanya Shuraishavyoti Vyadhi Maharatho Jayatam Dogdhri Dhenu Odhanadvan Asusaptihi Purandhiryosha Jishnuradheshta Sabheyo Yuva Asya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nikamena Parjanyo Varshatu Phalavatyo na Oshadhayaha Pachyantam Yogakshemo Naha Kalpetam Om Shanti 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 Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshuhu Srotramatho Balamindriyani cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarotu Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmanirateya Upanishadsu dharmaha Te mayi santu Om Shanti 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 Om Today we are having a scope to just to know more about the Prashnopanishad, which is very important because we get knowledge also by questioning. And also, especially the questions are to be short towards the elders, learned people, and who are conversant with the branch of knowledge more, and they will be able to appropriately give some solution or answer to our questions. Therefore, we hear about 6 rishis, they have some doubts, and these doubts are expressed before a learned Paipalada Maharshi, who is a Brahmajnani. and who knows all secrets. And s- approaching him, they put a question. And the first seer, he went and asked the Paipalada together with other rishis. And Paipalada Maharshi said, I can answer your questions. Only you make some tapas and stay in my ashrama for some time. So they lived in the ashrama and they went on doing penance. After 1 year or so, then they started asking questions. So in the first question, there was the uh, doubt. Why at all Prajapati is fond of creation, filling the land with people and people and people for generations together? And why? That was the question. And the simple answer begins that Prajapati he likes the world to be filled with the people. That's what Prajakamaha Prajapati. Prajapati is fond of or desirous of having more and more children or more and more people. And the discussion went on, and the two important points were pointed out for people upon the ground. That is, one is Rai and Pranam. So the Rai and Prana, Rai is the wealth, sustenance, and all that required for prosperity. And Rai is compared to Chandra, and Prana is compared to Surya, because Surya Bhagavan is constantly found in the sky, whether it is a waxing or waning time. Uttarayana or Dakshinayana is constantly present. But while Chandra, the money, the wealth, it will never stay constantly the same. The wealth will be disappearing and coming up. Therefore, Mahalakshmi is Chanchala, and therefore one should care more the pranam. And that's one thing. And otherwise, anna, and what is that pranam? Annam by pranam. So, annam by prajapati tato havai tadretaha tasmadima prajayanta. So, annadinda retasu, retas in the prajaha. So, this is the sequence, and that answer is over. And ultimately, he divides two people into two categories. That is, see that you see in the 115, Tad Jahavai Tat Prajapati Vratam Charanti Te Mithunam Utpadayante Teshameva Isha Brahmalokaha Yesham Tapaha Brahmacharyam Yeshu Satyam Pratishthitam Teshamasau Virajo Brahmaloka. So Nayeshu Jihmanrutam na Maya Cheti. So the categories of the goals that these people on the ground, how they reach up that also is being given. And now in the second prashna, we have noted another question. What is the question? Bhagavan Katyeva Devaha Prajaha Vidharayanti Kataraha Etat Prakasiyante Kaha Punaresha Varishtaha. So these are the three questions. Why there is a division among the people? Because gods are also people. Everybody is a people. So Mandi we call it. Everybody is a Mandi. So Devaha, Prajaha, they are all doing that. Even among the category of Devas and Prajas, there are some people who are living with some spark in life. And even among those people who are living, there are varishthas are there. That is, that their varishta means very sreshta. And now he again, Pippalad Maharshi starts answering this question. And among the gods, he will point out, I'm trying to review what I have already done. And among the varishthas, Agni is a varishta, and Surya is a varishta, Parjanya is a varishta, Indra is a varishta, Vayu is a varishta. That is one section. And another is Prithvi varishta, Raihi Devaha, and everything is being categorized into three compartments. One is Sat, another is Asatu and Amrutam. So Sat, Asatu. Now, not only that Sat, Asatu and Amrutam are there, but there is also the knowledge. Mere people coming up in the world, they must have a timetable. They must have some kind of work or activity to be engaged with. Otherwise, it becomes a chaos. Supposing the college reopens or any institution reopens and there is no timetable put, then all students will be panicky. They don't know what to do having come to the college. So there is a timetable committee or programming committee, the programmers, and accordingly people will act and there won't be any kind of difficulty. So for all that, what we needed is the knowledge. So that knowledge again is the hub of life, hub of pranam. So if at all your pranam has got to be well maintained and well balanced, you must have knowledge. And what is that knowledge divided into? In the second chapter, sixth mantra tells you Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Yajna, Kshatram, Brahma. These are all the five important major divisions in the society required that people get engrossed in that, and so much of progress is being done for generations together. Rigveda, that is a prayer, hymns, to invite the gods and to provide them opportunity to be able to enjoy food and all that. Yajumshi means the Yajurveda, where there are God formulas or the Yajus, which are meant for worshipping the gods respectively. And then next is the called Samani, giving them entertainment, Samani. And for all these things, where they should be applied, Yajna is the Yajna is the source, or Yajna is the placement, where at all these three Vedas are being employed. And who are the sponsors of the Yajna? Kshatriya, the Kshatriyas, Maharajas, rich people, and Brahma is the Brahmins, who promote, who appreciate, who increase their knowledge. So that's one set over. And how about the creation, continuation, and maintenance? In these two sections, I have done that job, but still I am reading it. Prajapati Prajapati Charasi Garbhe Tumeva Pratijayase Tubhyam Prana Prajaha Ima Balim Haranti Yaha Pranai Pratithishtasi. See, the Paramatma also to continue to exist. And so you cannot simply say the creator can be happier. No, it's a cycle. The prapancham is a big cycle. So what is that cycle? Prajapati is there in the womb of all people. He will not be born, but he will cause all people to be born. And therefore, there is that janmani, or there is a lot of janma to all people. But Prajapati as the hub inside the womb of people lay there only, but he will be projecting. That's exactly why Vivekananda has said, beautiful, I understand his statement, where everybody is a projectile projected from a common center on the circumference of the world. And when once the activity period or periodicity is over, they will sink back to the point of projection ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದ. ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ I just read that statement. Now I understand that we are all projectiles, something like the kites. The kite flies in the sky, but the string is in the hand of the persons. So according as the string movement, string length, etc., so the kite will be flying, and showing the natyam in the sky, depending upon the wind. So wind also is important. If there is wind and all that, you can see that. That's why in our young days we used to play kite play, and we used to purchase in the shop and all that. But present day children is different. They have, when once you have given them mobile or iPhone or iPad, they don't know any of these plays or games or sport which earlier generation children used to play. And so that's unfortunate, because there is no scope for exertion and training for the brain and intelligence. The brain becomes stagnant and depends upon that. That's why, especially the children should not be exposed. But unfortunately, no child eats, no child sleeps, no child does anything unless the mobile or a iPad is being given to that. One side iPad, another side eating. This is very bad. But what to do? So here, Prajapati is one who is giving birth for so many people, and all those people who are born, they will try, they remember, they recognize that there is a duty, dharma, tani dharmani pradhamanyasan. So that dharma is there. What is dharma is to worship them. Yagnena yajnamayajanta. So one has to keep a bali or offering, food offering to him. And when once the food is being offered, they become really strong. And now, the after all that, mean devaha santi, devaha prakashante, and devanam varishtaha is now the answer to be supplied. That's what is you find in the point 29. So in 2829, it will tell you who are all those who are prosperous. Devanam sivanhitamaha pitrunam prathama swadha rishinam charitam satyam atharvangirasamasi indrastvam pranaha tejasa rudrosi parirakshita tvam charasi surya tvam jyotisham patihi. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. So it is always said that there is no person in the world, there is no person in the world who has no work at all. A madman or a wicked man or a nobleman or a scholar, whoever it is, they all are busy. They are all having the work. So that way, he is a prana tejasa indraha tvam, the Iswara Prajapati is the pranam, and having that Indra is the pranam, Rudra is the tejas, and also Parirachita is the protector of all people, and Surya is moving in the sky, is stable in the sky, and Surya and Chandra is the Jyotishampati. He has to be helping the stars also shine, because Prakasha is there not only for sun, not only for moon, but all astro bodies, rather the stars, nakshatras. Therefore, the moon will make all the nakshatras to become prakashamanam, and that is how it goes on. And again, how is the pranam sustained? In the 10th mantra of the second chapter, I am reading this sloka. Yada tvam abhivarshasi imaha imaha pranate praja anandarupaha tishtanti kamaya annam bhavishyati iti. So even one should understand the purpose of the food. See, what is the purpose of food? Why at all we should take the food is really a good question. So food is important. And this sloka, this mantra tells you that the purpose of food is to maintain ourselves and also start desiring. And without desiring, we can't be happier. Therefore, you see, how do we get food? Abhivarshati. And Paramatma is providing rain for us. And because of the rain, they work on the land and produce all edible things and eatable things. And because of that, all prajas will try to praniti. Praniti means breathing. So people breath live only because of the food. If the food is annagata pranaha, if the food is not there, nobody will live. That's why, there are two ways of putting it. Supposing somebody comes and Bhana Bhatta says, somebody says, oh, how are you? Then one definition, one reply will be, ha, aham jeemami, aham pranimi. ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿರುತ್ಸಾಹದಿಂದ ಇರೋ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಅದು somehow I am pulling on my life ಅಂತ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪುಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್. ಆ ಕಾಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ, ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ತಾತ್ಸಾರದಿಂದ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಅನ್ನಮ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, then what would be the status of a persons? Anandarupaha tishthandi. So all people live in bliss and happiness and joy and all that when they are getting food and when they are having the desire fulfillment. And next, from 211, we have got to cover Om Vratyastvam. Well, Vasan, can you repeat 11, 12, 13? Vratyastvam pranaikarshakatta Viswasya Satpatihi Vayamadyasya Dataraha Pitatvam.
त्वं मातरिश्वनः
ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಓದು ಬಾಬಳು. ವ್ರಾತ್ಯಸ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ
व्रात्यस्त्वं प्राणे कर्षिरत्ता विश्वस्य सत्पतिः वयमाद्यस्य दातारः पिता त्वं मातरिश्वनः
ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.
या ते तनोर्वाची प्रतिष्ठिता या श्रोत्रे या च चक्षुषी या च मनसि सन्तता शिवां तां कुरु मोत्कृमीः प्राणस्येदं वशे सर्वं त्रिदिवे यत् प्रतिष्ठितं मातेव पुत्रान् रक्षस्व श्रीश्च प्रजां च विदेहिन इति.
So this is solution ultimately. Now Ananda Rupaha Tishtanti. Ultimately, all people turn out to be Ananda Rupaha. The very embodiment of bliss will be there in all of them. And that is the ultimate. Anandamayoyam Purushaha Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat Anandadeva Kalvimani Bhutani Jayante Yena Jatani Jivanti. Like that, we have already got Sir Anando Brahma. ಆನಂದಮಯವಾಗಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರಾಣೈಃ ವ್ರಾತ್ಯಾಃ ತ್ವಂ and karsharata viswasya satpatihi. So they will be always engrossed in the agricultural operations. They will be producing the producers and viswasya satpatihi. Paramatma tvam viswasya satpatihi. That is, you are the only pratyaksha devata. Surya Bhagavan is satpatihi, means we can understand as the pratyaksha devata. So, who is the Surya represents all people, all gods, everything. Surya Deva Bhavanti. Adukosra, now you have got patis or the managers or overlords. Satpatir Vakpatir Chakshushpatihi Bruhaspatihi ಅಂತ ಈ ಪತಿ ಶಬ್ದ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವ. ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಪತಿ, ಚಕ್ಷುಷ್ಪತಿ, ವಾಕ್ಪತಿ and Satpati and so on. ಸೊ ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ಪತಿ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಒನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಸತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ರೂತ್, ಸತ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಭೂಲೋಕ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಅರ್ಥಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ತ್ವಂ ಸತ್ಪತಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್? ಸೊ ಕರ್ಷರತ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಾಣೈ ವ್ರಾತ್ಯ ವಿಶ್ವಸ್ಯ. All people are engrossed in doing some such operations, agricultural operations, and then vayam adyasya dataraha pita tvam matarisva mataha matarisvaha na. So aya we are adyasya dataraha. Who are the persons who are going to give you all these things originally? Dataraha pita tvam matarisvaha cha naha. So matarisva and pita, these are all the authorities or sources who are providing for all the people the pranam. And in the next 11th mantra, you have seen that matarisva, naha, pita, dataraha, and all that. Now in the 12th mantra, as Vasan read it, yate tanuhu vachi pratitishthita ya srotre ya cha chakshushi ya cha manasi santata shivam tam kuru motkrami. Shivam tam kuru motkrami is subhashitam, is the ultimate answer. Meaning, whatever wealth, whatever faculties, whatever gifts that you have been blessed with by Paramatma, that has got to be used and ultimately to run up to the peaceful ananda satisfaction. And you should never swerve from that kind of activity. See, that's exactly otherwise called as the Sanmarga. Sanmargalokanaya Yapanayatu Vahanaha Vaha Tamasi Murtimishwaraha ಅಂತಾರೆ. See, Vachi Tanuhu, a Prajapati is there in our tongue. ಈಶ್ವರ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಟಂಗ್. ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನರಜನ್ಮ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಚಿ ತನು, ತನು ಈ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ವಾಚಿ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತಂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಐಸ್. ಸೊ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ತೀನ್ ಬಂದರಿಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಫೌಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಶಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೌತ್, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಐಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ತರಹ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಶ್ರೋತ್ರೇ ಚಕ್ಷುಷಿ ವಾಚಿ. So these are the three important factors which will add sins for us, add punyam in us. So the discipline comes only to these parts. That is, Bhadram Karne Bhisrunuyama Devaha. Nodira? Srotram. And Bhadram Pasyema Akshaviryajatraha is Kannu. And again, ನಮೋ ವಾಚೇ ನಮೋ ವಾಚಸ್ಪತಯೇ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಮೋ ವಾಚೇ. ವಾಕ್ಗೆ, ನಾಲಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ವಾಗಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹತೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಮೂರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾವುದು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್? ಮನಸಿ ಸಂತತ. ಮೈಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಹಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ವೆದರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಐ or ear or speech or anything, the mind is important. Mana eva karanam bandha mokshayoho ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಂಧ, ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹತೋಟಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ you are completely happy. So bandha mokshayo manaha. So that manas is important. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಮನಃ ಶಿವಾಂ ಕುರು. ಆ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್, ಕಾಮ್, ಕ್ವಯಟ್. ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನುಗೀತಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಈ ಮೈಂಡಿಂದ ಮೋಹ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈಂಡಿಂದ ಭ್ರಮೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈಂಡಿಂದ ಅಸೂಯೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್, ವ್ಯತಿರೇಕ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೈಂಡ್. If that mind were to be disciplined, then it is good. That's why ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಣಿನಿ grammarian, what has he done? He indicated that manas is a neuter gender. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಜೆಂಡರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮನಸ್ಸಿ ಸಂತತಾಯ ಸಂತತಾ ಶಿವಾಂ ತಾಂ ಕುರು. ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಚಾನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ even Anjaneya Swami in Sundarakanda, when he went into the bedchambers of Ravanasura, he found Strivanam Rakshasasya. There were so many ladies with different postures in the night lying around Ravanasura and all that. So he was meticulously looking for Sita only. But as a brahmachari, Naishtika brahmachari, Anjaneya came out. He just tried to answer himself. Okay, I have seen what I should not see. But while seeing, my mind was not at all disturbed. So I have only the mind under my control. So the mind ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಇದೆ. Even Sita Devi also was telling, see, my mind is completely with Rama. And though the circumstance and context in which I am placed, that is not affecting. My Sariram is here, but mind is on Rama. And that's why Shivam Tam Kuru. Kim Manasi Santata. ಈ ಸತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಸತ್ತು, ಅಸತ್ತು, ಅಮೃತಂ. ಮನಃ ಅಮೃತಂ, ಮನಃ ಅಸತು, ಮನಃ ಸತು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಅಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಯ್ಯ ಸದ್ಬುದ್ಧಿಂ ಪ್ರಯಚ್ಛ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಹಿಮ್ ವಿನಯಂ ಪ್ರಯಚ್ಛ. ಅವಿನಯಂ ಅಪನಯ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓ ವಿಷ್ಣುದೇವ, ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಅವೇ ದಿ ಅವಿನಯಂ ಇನ್ ಮೀ, ಅಸೂಯ ಇನ್ ಮೀ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮೋತ್ಕ್ರಮೀಹಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾ ಉತ್ಕ್ರಮೀಹಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಮೈ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಟು ಟರ್ನ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ಲೆಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಲೋಲವಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಆಗದೆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸೊ ದೇವ್ರ ಕರುಣಾ ಕಟಾಕ್ಷ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಆರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟಿ ವಿ, ಐಪ್ಯಾಡು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಯು ಐಸ್, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಅಸ್ ದಿ ಇಯರ್, ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಡ್ಜೆಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ in the same iPad or the same thing, you have also the digitalized or good books are there. All our Vedic texts are also, some of them are registered there. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸತ್ತು, ಅಸತ್ತು, ಅಮೃತಂ ಈ ಮೂರು ಇದೆ. ಆ ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸತ್ತು ಅದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಲಿ, and only Sat must be there, leading to Amrutam. And finally, we are going to conclude the chapter on the Prashnopanishad, second chapter. Ultimately, what Paipalada Maharshi is driving is, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋ. ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ pleasant and equipoised, and don't allow any kind of attack or difference in your mind. So, Shobhano Devaha, Sri Garbhaha, Parameswaraha. You'll note there are sequence. In fact, I have been asking Dr. Chandra Reddy, who has spent 15 years of life in preparation of the Vishnu Sahasranam, working in Vishnu Sahasranam, a new fresh projectile that he has made. As you sit and recite the slokam from Vishnu Sahasranam, there are bulbs kept for each name, fixed and electronic. If you connect it and that particular name that you are reading, that glows. So that you can be sure about the spelling and ucharana of the Shabda. Very nice. So, Papa, he has taken the help of all. So, ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ದಿ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಅನ್ನೋದೇನೆಂದರೆ it will be always going astray. Diversions and cheap attractions ಅವೆಲ್ಲ longer time, but they don't stay in our head at all. So we don't remember number of pictures that we have seen, films, but only some films like Kirata, like Arjuna or Krishna Pandaviyam or something like that. So Maya Bazaar and some such classical movies, anytime you see, you have got some knowledge and under. But the other movies are there, but so long you are with it, your mind is ungrasped, no ಸೊಳ್ಳೆ ಕಚ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈನಲಿ ವಾಚಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಶಿವಾಂಕುರು ಮೋತ್ಕ್ರಾಮೀತ್. And in the finally, in the 13th sloka or mantra, he is saying, Pranasyedam vase sarvam tridive yat pratishtitam mateva putran rakshasva srischa prajna cha vidhehi naha iti. ಸೊ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಂ ಪ್ರಾಣಸ್ಯ ವಸೇ ಸರ್ವಂ. ಇದಂ ತ್ರಿದಿವ, ಈ ಸ್ವರ್ಗಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಖಗಳು ಇದೆ. ಇದಂ ವಸೇ ಪ್ರಾಣಸ್ಯ ತ್ರಿದಿವೆ, and all that sukham is being established and permanently present. ಸ್ವರ್ಗಲೋಕ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ವೇರ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಮನೆನ್ಸ್. ಸ್ವರ್ಗೇ ಲೋಕೆ ಮಹೀಯತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ವರ್ಗೇ ಲೋಕೆ ಮಹೀಯತೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಲೋಕ, ದೇರ್ ಯು ಗ್ರೋ, ಯು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಬಿಗ್. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಹೆವೆನ್, ದಿ ಗುಡ್ ಹೌಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೇಡ್, ದಿ ವಾಸ್ತು ಪುರುಷ ಅನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದ ಆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮೋ ವಾಸ್ತವ್ಯಾಯ ಚ ವಾಸ್ತುಪಾಯ ಚ. ಸೊ ತ್ರಿದಿವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ, ತ್ರಿದಿವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಸ್ವರ್ಗ, ಮರ್ತ್ಯ, ಪಾತಾಳ ಲೋಕ ಆರ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಗಳು ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸುಖಂ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಸುಖವನ್ನು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿ ಬ್ರೆತ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್, not exposed to any negativity or disease or diminishing or all faculties. Then ultimately putran mata iva rakshasva. That's why the mother has been given the primary place. So mother takes immense care about the baby right from the time it is out from its womb. So actually, until the baby is around 5 or more months, you cannot be free to handle the baby. But ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನೆಂದರೆ ಈ ನೆಕ್ಕು, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೀನ್, ನೆಕ್ಕು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಯು ಪುಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ underneath the neck and see that the neck does not fall down. ಸೊ ಆ ನೆಕ್ಕು ಟೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಬರೋ ಮಸಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಬರೋ ತನಕ say for some period the baby also always to be held supporting the neck and head. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರಹ ಈ ತಾಯಿ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ತಾಯಿ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಇಮ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೇರ್. ಈವನ್ ವೆನ್ ದಿ ಬೇಬಿ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್, ದ ಮದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಕಾಷನ್, ಏಯ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ನೀತ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಡ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾತಾ, there is no replacement for the value and nobility and importance and all that to a mother. So matrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava. So we have got that kind of ruling. First keep your mother as your deity, then your father or protector, then others, acharya, then etc. So ಅದರಿಂದ ರಕ್ಷಸ್ವ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ. Like mother, you have to protect your pranas. That's exactly why Banabhatta in Kadambari says, Yadi pranaha swayam na jahati na parityajyaha. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ. If the pranas inside, pancha pranas, ಪ್ರಾಣ ಉಪಾನ ವ್ಯಾನ ಉದಾನ ಸಮಾನ, ಈ ಪಂಚಪ್ರಾಣಗಳು ಸಂಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ you should never try to harm any one of them or all of them. So, and all the pranas should by itself recede from your body, then only you are dead. But you should not compel prana or any other vayu to be disturbed. You have no right. You have only right to live, but not right to die compulsorily or by force. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯದಿ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಸ್ವಯಂ ನ ಜಹಾತಿ ನ ಪರಿಹಾರ್ಯಾ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ಯ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಏಕೆ ಚ ಆತ್ಮಹನೋ ಜನಾ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಯೇ ಜನಾ ಏಕೆ ಜನಾ ಆತ್ಮಹನಃ. ಸೊ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೆಟರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. So those people, uddhared atmana atmanam, those people who try to uphold, uplift their own self by themselves, then only they will have lot of life and prosperity. Jivan bhadrani pasyati. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ರಕ್ಷಸ್ವ ಪ್ರಾಣಾನ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮೇಂಟೈನ್. ಹೌ like mother protecting the prana of the putra, the child, infant. And automatically, when you are living, don't be a lazy boy. Don't be a parasite, always depending upon others. Don't be at the same time leech also. Because I got all examples among animals and creatures. So leeches ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, it will not leave the animal until the last, until it becomes completely full, and then only it automatically falls down. Meanwhile, you cannot jalaga antam kadandi Telugulo. So a jalaga, leeches are there found, and somehow they catch because they are bloodthirsty. So bleach, it is very hard to remove the leech sticking to the body. ಹಂಗೆ ಸಿ ಅದು ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಶ್ರೀಹಿ ಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾಂ ಚ ವಿದೇಹಿ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋ ಟು ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಗೋ ಟು ಆಚಾರ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಏಕೆ ಚಾಸ್ಮತ್ಶ್ರೇಯ ಗುಂಸೋ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ತೇಷಾಂ ತ್ವಯಾಸನೇನ ಪ್ರಶ್ವಸಿತವ್ಯಂ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಈ ಗುರುಗಳು ವೇದಾನುಶಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಜುಯೇಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದನ್ನು ನೀನು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯ ಪ್ರವಚನಾಭ್ಯಾಂ ನ ಪ್ರಮದಿತವ್ಯಂ. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿ ಆಲ್ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್, ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ. ವೇದ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ಸೂತ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಂಹಿತಾ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ಸಹನ, ಶಬ್ದಾರ್ಥವು ಸಹಿತವು ಕಾವ್ಯಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಸಹಿತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟುಗೆದರ್. ಟುಗೆದರ್ನೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, ಸಪರೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ತ್ರೀ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ ದೇ ಗೋ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್. Unless you pay your college fees, you will not be admitted to go to college and sit in the classroom. ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಫೀಸು, ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡದೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ಯೂನಿಂದ. ಯಾರು ಫೀಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವೋ ಅವರು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ನಾವ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡಿದ್ದರೆ ಆ ದುಡ್ಡಿನ ದ್ವಾರ, ಸಂಪದ ದ್ವಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎನ್ಹ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಎನ್ಹ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಕರ್ಸ್. But intellectual congress is great, or intellectual concourse is great. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ my professor Dr. Arvind Andekar was telling, I remember, that that ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎನ್ಹ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ವಿಸ್ಟಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಆ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ knowledgeable person as many branches as possible, so that to see our Veda Adhyayana Kendra is oriented for that kind of opening the wings, so that we'll be able to reach the fringes of at least knowledge. So this month, tomorrow Sunday, Sunday, we have got a talk on Yaksha Prashnas from Mahabharata. And Yaksha is again a Yama Dharmaraja. He wanted to test dharma acharana of Dharmaraja, because he's a Rajat Dharma. There are about 130 questions which are posed for Dharmaraja, very ticklish, very subtle, very difficult questions to answer. So ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮರಾಜ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಕ್ಷ ultimately grants, though Dharmaraja asked for his another mother's son, Nakula or Sahadeva, because he has to answer them to come back to life, not accepting his own brothers, Kunti Putras. Then Yama was pleased for his dharmam, so he made all the other 4 brothers to come back to life. So that's the extra prashna. So why I am telling is, there are so many Vedic texts, so many ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಂಡಾರಗಳು. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಭಂಡಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ವ, ಲೈಬ್ರರಿ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ಸೋಕ್ಲೋಪೀಡಿಯಾ. ಅಂಥದನ್ನು ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಯುವರ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಶ್ರೀಹಿ ವಿಧೇಹಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾಂಚ ವಿಧೇಹಿ. ಸೊ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಂದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್, as you are given the prana shakti, as you are being given the mind, and everything depends upon your mind and prana, you have got to enhance and maintain that by acquiring relevant wealth, at the same time relevant knowledge, so that you become a pandita. So in Bhagavad Gita and other texts also, so kaha panditaha, there are number of definitions given to the pandita. Sunichaiva swapakecha panditaha samadarshinaha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ, unlimited knowledge should be there. And that too, the verb here is used as vidhehi. Vidhehi andrenu vidhi. You have to do. Knowledge, Saraswati does not come to you quickly, easily, than any other thing. For example, if you open your shop, in few minutes, you can get labham, Lakshmi. ಯಾರೊಬ್ಬರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆ ಗೂಡ್ ತೊಗೊತಾರೆ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಲಾಭ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Saraswati is not like that. So, because Pavakanaha Saraswati Vajebhi Vajinivati Yagnam Vastu Dhiya Vasu. See, Dhiya, you owing to the prajna or intelligence, she has to give you that kind of higher knowledge. So, iti prasnopanishadi dvitiya prasnaha sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu Om Tatsatu. So, we have covered 2 chapters in Prashna. For one question, the answer was Prajapati is trying to attend upon his desire to bring more and more people into the world. And second question was, why at all there is the categorization among the people, maybe gods, maybe humans, maybe anywhere, even among the animals, wild animals, mild animals, domestic animals, pet animals, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು varieties ಇದೆ. So all that is happening because of the Paramatma's desire, kama. So kamaya annam. So next we will be meeting for the third question because there are 6 chapters. So we complete second chapters. Om Swasti. Vasan, please repeat Shanti Mantra. Or Sarva Srinivas Govind Garu Chappandi Mirana. Om Swasti. Sahana.
ఓం సహనావతు సహనో భునక్తు సహ వీర్యంకరవావహై తేజస్వినావధీతమస్తు మా విద్విషావహై ఓం శాంతి 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 హరి ఓం తత్సత్ సర్వం శ్రీకృష్ణార్పణమస్తు శ్రీవాసుదేవార్పణమస్తు శ్రీవేదపురుష ఆశీర్వాదోస్తు సర్వం శ్రీమాతృచరణారవిందార్పణమస్తు ఓం తత్సత్ నమస్తే
Yes.
గురుజీ
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಗುರುಳೆ ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಗುರುಳೆ
Hey Babu, you are not commenting these days. You are very busy.
ಹೌದು ಗುರುಳೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್
Oh.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೇರಿಯಬ್ಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಬಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತೀನಿ